as I do this shit off the top of my head. Anyway, I just woke up. I don't even know what time it is. 7:15. Anyway, I've been waiting for a few minutes and thinking and realized that we don't know what a zombie is. I mean, I've talked about what they are, but that's what I say they are. You know, you understand the zombie to be a decaying, half-decomposed, rotting, falling apart former human walking around wanting brains. Max, right there. Max. Come here. I'm trying to teach my dog not to be put off by my doing the show. Anyway, so, you know, there's some discrepancies there, you know. So let's take the Hollywood version of the zombie and break it down and see just how realistic it is and find out what a zombie really is. Okay, so Hollywood says a zombie is not alive. Well, that's not possible because if a body isn't alive, it can't function. No virus, no disease, no anything can get in there and cause a body to animate without function. You know, there has to be blood circulating, there has to be electrical, you know, so the body has to be alive. Okay, so they're not physically dead. You know, that's impossible. So your real zombies cannot be physically dead. But they are undead. So what does that really mean? What does it really mean to be undead? Well, not alive. What does alive mean? Conscious, aware, awake? Well, computer could be considered conscious, aware, and awake in some respects. Well, but a computer isn't alive. So, you know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they just don't think and behave like humans, like living human beings. They're just unoccupied brains. There you go. Unoccupied brains. Maybe that's what a zombie really is. I don't know. It's up to you, actually. You know, just a guide here. You know, that's great. Here in the studio, we only have one person working on everything, so you know, I have to do all the lighting and yeah, all that stuff. Anyway, so your zombie is going to be undead, not alive, not dead, but undead. Okay, so you know they you know, okay, so brains. Well, why would a computer, you know, a unoccupied brain, you know, soulless mind or whatever, mindless brain, whatever, want brains? No, they'd be programmed. You know, if they're undead, you know, if their brains aren't occupied, they're going to be programmed basically like a computer. So they'll be programmed by whatever's outside. So, God, the more I talk about this, the more sense it makes. You know, I woke up to do this for fiction, to bring it out and you know, to break down how Hollywood zombies aren't, you know, can't possibly be real. And I'm actually realizing that, Jesus, what I'm describing is can't be described as anything but a zombie. Okay, so this human body, you know, this is unoccupied. The soul, whatever presence that makes us, is just not there, or at least not all the way there. You know, it's you know, maybe. Come here, Max. Come here, Max. Come here. Maybe it's that we have to be in control of our brains, fully in control of our brains, for us to be fully human. Anything we let go is going to be, you know, there's this zombie influence out there that's just waiting to fill the void that we leave when we don't fully control. You know, Hope that's making sense to you, because it's not to me. No, it's kind of an interesting way to explain it, I guess. But anyway, obviously I'm a little tired still, but I don't know. I think I might revise this. We'll see. I'll try cracking it later, I guess. There are several reasons why I'm leaving the United States. And, but there's one really big reason that really fucking pisses me off, and is why I hate this country and its citizens, and why I have a very, very hard time separating your actions and attitudes from your intentions. And that is the fact that not only am I forced to take care of myself in spite of the fact that I can't, but I'm prevented from getting help myself. I'm harassed. I am treated like shit. It's like, you know, and the reason is why this happens. The reason is because we're in so much fucking competition with each other. This is not a society. That is how I know this is not a society. We don't cooperate. We don't act to benefit each other. We are in competition with each other, not cooperation. We fucking hate each other. And you know what? I hate every fucking one of you for it that treats me this way. And that includes those of you who stand by and let it happen. You know, you do it to me, you do it to how many other people? You know, how many people have to be tortured? How many people have to die? How many people have to be forced into shit they don't fucking want to do, you know, all because you don't fucking stand up for your rights? You know? It does make a difference. It does matter. Yes, you need to spend time doing these things. You can't let your government tell you you don't have time to advocate for yourself. You can't let your government tell you you don't have time to rule yourself. This is democracy. This is self-governance. How many of you spend even 1 minute a week governing yourselves, writing to your representatives, voting, reviewing laws, making sure things are done right, standing up for the weak, the poor, the victimized? None of you do any of that. You're all just out for yourselves. It's a crying shame, and that's why I'm leaving this country, because it's not a country anymore. It's a collection of selfish assholes. That's all America has become, a collection of selfish assholes. Now you have this corporate elite that thinks that they know how to run the world and that everyone else is fucking stupid, and they're running the world their way, and they're killing us all, destroying the planet. There's the bankers who do run everything and think that it's fun. There are our elected leaders who think it's perfectly fine to go out there and raise all kinds of fucking money crookedly and illegally, shove messages down people's throats through propaganda that's known to affect people's minds without their knowledge or permission and against their will, and go up there and use their positions of power, not ruling, not leadership, but power, to lord over us, to take advantage of us, to exploit us, to use us for their gain, personal gain. You know, and you've got social workers who treat the disabled and vulnerable like fucking shit because they can. And they treat everybody like shit. You've got the DMV here in California that just fucking abuses you all over the place. I mean, this is the same organization that collects registration fees that are late from the previous owner of a vehicle. They're not supposed to do that. They do it anyway. But the law is written that you have to request a refund of those fees. But they'll charge you for them initially anyway. So if you go buy a vehicle and someone hadn't registered for 20 years, you're going to pay $35,000 fucking dollars to register it. Then they'll give you a refund if you request it, if they tell you, which they don't. So these people don't serve you. They fucking serve themselves at your expense. You're paying them to abuse you. And that, in and of itself, is good enough reason right there. I'm not going to live in a country where you pay people to abuse yourselves. What the fuck? I mean, I'm one of you. I'm not one of them that abuse us. I'm one of you. I'm one of us. I don't want them abusing us. I'm standing up for it. But because I'm the only one standing up for it, I get treated like even more and more like shit. I'm blacklisted in 3 states now. You know, it's bullshit. And all because you just don't fucking care about anybody but yourself. What a shame. United we stand, divided we fall.
guess what, people? We're falling. I wonder if it might happen to have anything to do with the fact that we're fighting each other instead of cooperating. United we stand, divided we fall. Isn't just a fucking line from a song. I'm going to talk briefly about the APA's diagnosis of Aspergers. Aspergers is supposedly a disorder where people can't take social cues and therefore don't deal well in social situations. Well, I'm sorry, but the people with Aspergers are not the ones with the disease. It's everyone else. There are no social cues. That's bullshit. That's just it's just a sorry ass excuse for people being assholes to each other. That's all it is. And people with quote unquote Aspergers don't have a problem. They are doing things right. They are attempting to communicate with people properly. To communicate, you want to understand, because communication is the transfer of a complete thought from one mind to another. And that can't happen if you're using social cues, as you call it. There are no social cues. Individual communication is held individually in each instance. There's no assumptions of what people mean. That's not how it works. If a person needs clarification, they seek clarification. Don't call it a fucking disease. Okay, it's bullshit. This is just another way to oppress people. And we're calling the healthy people, the real humans, non-zombies, if you will, diseased. And we're just fostering disease in this country, in this world. And the way I feel right now, I want to watch it all burn. And I know I'm going to get to. Because you know what? I'm done with my show. I'm done trying. I'm done caring. You people can go to fucking hell. Okay? Every fucking last one of you can fucking rot in hell for the way you treat people in this country, the way you treat me. I'm done with this show, I'm done with this country, and I might even be just leaving tomorrow. Just head out to sea, fuck all the paperwork, fuck everything, and just go. Just take my chances and see how long I can survive. I hate this place. I hate you people.